What's up, guys? It's Tony here, and it is Sunday at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and today's t-shirt says, I don't get older, I level up. It was a gaming type t-shirt, and it's got a little PlayStation controller in the middle there, and an XP bar, as you see. I've had it for a couple of years, so it's kind of cracked and worn, but I'm wearing blue jeans today because it's Sunday. And I don't know what I should really talk about. It's starting to warm up a little bit outside, and I don't know. We'll have to go from there. But uh, like I said yesterday, starting tomorrow, so starting on Monday and going forward, every Tuesday I'm gonna do a video. My vlog is gonna be based on whatever's that this day in history. So Tuesday the 16th, it'll be whatever happened August 16th throughout the years. I'll probably go to like thisdayinhistory.com or whatever that website is. And then for Fridays, it's a fan mail Friday type thing. You guys can submit an email to me, and I will read it off in my vlog or however I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to do it with a gaming video or like this, but basically, if you have a question or a situation in your life, and maybe you're looking for somebody else's opinion, I will give you my opinion on the the things you can do to conclude that whatever is going on in your life, or if you just want to hear somebody else's experiences of that. I've already got one email. Like I said yesterday, I already got one email. I just announced it, but I got one email later that night, or well, later that day. But so I got one email so far. So I have one question to answer. I haven't checked the email yet, so I don't know what it entails. But when you do submit the question, you will remain anonymous, simply because you know people don't want their name plastered all over the internet. And I have a lot of experience in that, of getting my name plastered all over the internet. If you're interested in submitting a question, down in the video description there's a email address. It's asktonyfridays@gmail.com. That's the email address that you'd send it to. You don't have to put a subject in there. You don't even have to put your name. Just put, "Hey Tony, blah 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 blah," and then I'll do it. And I will go through every email, you know, whatever. Um, and through the week, it'll just be the normal daily vlog stuff. I got to go to an employment place tomorrow, to see if I'm a good candidate for them. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be going back to work. I don't know yet. I'm hoping, because I could really use some money right now. I'm super broke. Um, what else? What else could I talk about here? Uh, Yesterday at my son's beach day for his karate class, it was pretty fun. The rain held off, thank God. Um, Other than the rain holding off, it was pretty muggy. It was actually really muggy and humid outside. Um, but it's been like that for the past week now. Very muggy and humid. This has probably been one of the more humid summers that I remember, um, in recent memory. Obviously, we've probably had more humid summers when I was younger. I just don't remember them as vividly. But this is definitely one of the most humid summers I think we've ever had. My AC's been on constantly, so it's definitely been a very humid summer. Um, and like I said, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna try to have more of a general direction when I'm doing the vlogs, through the week, like what I want to talk about. Usually, I just kind of hit record and let it go, and that's how I do it. But I'm gonna try to have a more distinct approach to it, and more guided direction. So, yeah, I mean, we're also at 22 subscribe. I'm also at 22 subscribers, and like I said, when I get to 100, I'm going to do the giveaway. I'm going to give away 5 T-shirts. That'll say I won. It'll probably look kind of like this. It'll say I won this T-shirt in a giveaway, but then on the back it might say whatever I decide to call this channel. I don't know what I'm calling it yet, but yeah, so I mean, there isn't really too much to say on a Sunday. I don't really have much going on today. I thought I was gonna get to go work on my car today, but that didn't happen. There was a little mix up in time, so that unfortunately isn't gonna work out. And by the time you guys see this, it's gonna be later on in the day on Sunday. I found that not that people don't want to watch my vlog at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, but apparently people like watching it at about 4 o'clock. So this is going out at about 4 o'clock Eastern time. Um, yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I hope you had a good weekend. I know we're heading towards Labor Day weekend, which is a long weekend for a lot of people at work, which is that's a good thing, obviously. Um, Other than that, this might be the end of today's vlog. I feel like through the week I got some pretty good length vlogs, but the shorter ones, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes I just don't have anything to really talk about. That's why, like I said, starting next week, I'm gonna try to have a more guided direction when I'm doing my vlogs. I'm gonna kind of give myself topics to talk about, um, and I'm gonna try to do the multiple camera angle thing. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of nice only having to deal with one angle, and I don't have to try to resync audio. But I don't know. We'll see. Like I said yesterday, the lighting is so poor in my apartment. Somebody actually commented and said, they know the struggle. It's a real struggle. If you've never, it's not like recording a video game. With a video game, the lighting is optimal for your capture card. So you just hit record, the lighting is good. But when you do it on this, it's a little tricky. It's very tricky, actually. And I'm sorry about that, guys. My wife needed my assistance with something. I didn't want to have to. So you're gonna see this edit, but I didn't want to have to, redo everything I did before. But like I was saying, when it comes to lighting, when you're playing a video game, the lighting is perfect, okay, for every situation. But when it comes to filming, like normal footage like this, the idea is you want your light source behind you. Okay, you don't want it behind you. You want it behind the camera, so that is projecting the light this way onto whatever you're recording. So if you're out, in broad daylight in the middle of the field, if the sun is behind or the light source is behind the camera, you get a very nice, crisp-looking shot at whatever you're recording. However, like in an apartment like mine, we have windows in the bedrooms, but they aren't really facing the east or western skies. They're facing north and south. So this this window here, this slider, faces the western sky. So, when the sun comes up, you don't get such great lighting. When it goes down, you get relatively all right lighting. Like last night, very luminescent kind of lighting on the short vlog I did, the little 8-minute one, and that was cool. But it's a real challenge when you want to do multiple cameras, because then you got to worry about different colorations, obviously different dimensions on the video. You can set your stuff for 720, like this is set for 720, and this is just my camera phone, or my camera that's on my phone. Then I have a camcorder, and the camcorder was a pretty cheap camcorder. I got it pretty cheap for Black Friday. It was like, I think, $150, so it wasn't super expensive, but it is an HD camera, and it recorded probably about the same quality as this. I've done all my music videos with it that I've done. Any recordings that I did prior to using this phone that showed me, that's what I used. So I mean, it'll get the job done, and I could do it. Heck, I could probably even use my wife's phone if I really needed to, but she works first shift right now, and this job I might be getting might be third shift, so that might not work out. I don't know, but I don't want to drag this on too long, and I already have to do the edit into this, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, so starting tomorrow, hopefully I'll have a more guided direction when I'm doing stuff. Decide if I want to keep doing it like this, or want to do it playing a game. I'm having trouble playing games right now. I don't know why. I've always loved playing games, just for some odd reason I just can't do it. I haven't been able to do it this past week. I tried streaming. It was horrible. tried doing that Metal Gear Solid mission. I didn't get any alerts, but normally it wouldn't take me 28 minutes to do 2 simple missions. Usually it's like 10 minutes. I'm not saying I'm a Metal Gear Solid master, but I've been playing those games forever. I beat the original Metal Gear Solid without a memory card. But anyways, before I end this, if you do want to submit a question for the Fan Mail Fridays, it can be about anything. It can be about real life events. It can be a fictitious, event. It can even be about video games. It can be about whatever you want. I want you to feel as if I'm an anonymous source that you can ask that will give just my opinion. And I know that there's some really screwed up things in this world. I know that, and I'm not saying that you're screwed up by having some weird fetishes or fantasies or questions. I'm not saying that you're screwed up, but I would love to give you some feedback on it. Maybe you're not as weird or, as effed up as you think you are. Maybe you're pretty normal. What is normal? That's the question that everybody always asks. What is normal? I get asked that a lot. People are like, why isn't your son normal? What is normal? Is normal an overactive imagination? Is normal, various things? And you know what? We have tomorrow's topic. Normal. What is normal? That's going to be tomorrow's topic. And I'm going to do a whole vlog on it. But alright guys, so yeah, it is Sunday afternoon. I'm going to try to enjoy the AC, get out of the heat because it's starting to warm up, maybe change out of the blue jeans. That might have been a mistake wearing them. Alright guys, I will catch you later.